in answer to his question about the subjects.
There are more questions than answers.
Radio Commands, talk today.
Oh, what a compliment. For that, I thank you.
What is happening now? There are hopeless and hungry.
Now it's time for us to stand up for God or we fall to nothing.
It's time now for Radio Cayman's Talk Today. If you're ready to talk, we're willing to listen.
Cayman Islands' foremost listeners' participation program.
Radio Cayman's Talk Today.
Listening to the general public, what the public is saying.
Greetings and good afternoon, radio listeners. Welcome to Radio Cayman's Talk Today. Michael McLaughlin sitting in for the ever sterling Dwayne Ebanks, who is having a little bit of time off. Hope you'll stick around and join us today. Some very interesting stuff, as always, to talk about. We'll be right back with Talk Today.
Talk Today is brought to you by Subway, open 24 hours in Countryside, Anderson Square in Georgetown, and Centennial Towers in West Bay. And by the Ministry of District Administration, Tourism and Transport. Explore your history, explore your land, explore your sister islands. And Savannah Pharmacy in Countryside Shopping Village, convenient opening hours including Sundays and holidays. And Royal Fidelity Bank and Trust, money at work.
Radio Cayman's Talk Today, the Cayman Islands' foremost listeners' participation program. We ask our listeners to avoid statements or comments which are abusive, derogatory, malicious, or defamatory. Do not use any indecent language or make any statement which is false or misleading. Email talktoday@candw.ky or call 1-800-534-8255.
Courtesy of Live Communication.
Let your voice be heard.
Radio Commands, talk today.
Good afternoon and welcome back. Once again, Michael McLaughlin sitting in the hot seat for Sterling Dwayne. And joining me in studio this Friday afternoon, I have some individuals here who are going to be talking to us about Cayman Youth Ambassadors for CARICOM Week. And if I can be so bold as to introduce the individuals, I've got Zoe Connolly Basteo, a very young Caymanian who is obviously very composed at this point in time, waiting to give us information. And we have also got the stellar Mr. James Miles, who is ever so involved in youth and helping to promote youth here in the Cayman Islands. My hat is off to you, sir, for all the work that you do, but welcome to Talk Today.
Thank you for having us.
Appreciate it. So, Miss Connolly Basteo, we are here today to talk about the Youth Ambassadors of CARICOM. Where would you like to start?
So, first of all, I'm Zoe. I'm the female CARICOM Youth Ambassador for the Cayman Islands.
Okay.
And our mission really is to encourage and uplift the voices of the youth of the Cayman Islands, not only at a local level, but at a level of CARICOM and the international level.
Excellent. Excellent. And how did you become involved and how did you become the Youth Ambassador for CARICOM?
Of course. So I started off with Jamo here, and we had the whole application process. I had to write an essay, and I started off as the first alternate female.
Okay.
And we go through a cycle where, we move up each year, and then I became the female CARICOM Youth Ambassador for the Cayman Islands.
So how much time has transpired since you first became involved and now becoming the female Youth Ambassador?
Wow, how long it's been since 2019? Yeah, it must have been 2019.
Wow, so a journey of 2 years, effectively, to get you to this point. Wow, well, obviously you have tenacity and you're choosing to pursue something that you have great interest in. So tell us a little bit about CARICOM. What is CARICOM?
Of course. So CARICOM stands for the Caribbean Community, and it was previously known as the Caribbean Free Trade Association, CARIFTA, so hence, CARIFTA Games.
Okay.
And CARICOM basically works to promote and uplift each of its members and associate members through promoting social justice, economic and cultural sustainability and prosperity. And we are currently in CARICOM Week, as you mentioned, leading up to CARICOM Day on the 5th, which is basically a commemoration of the signing of the Treaty of Chaguaramas in 1973 to create CARICOM.
Okay. Well, there you go. And then when I read the word, I didn't pronounce it Chaguaramas. So I'm so glad that you did, because I would have made a fool of myself. Anyway, so I in my reading about CARICOM, and I'm going to venture to say that I probably fall in the category of most, who it's another one of those things where you don't really educate yourself about. You've heard it and you're aware of it, but you don't really know about it. Mm-hmm. So I went and did some reading once I realized that this is what we were going to be talking about. And it's extremely fascinating how it came about and what it's actually doing. Mm-hmm. So can you talk to us a little bit about that? So how it came about and what it's doing and what it means to the Cayman Islands even?
Of course, yes. So Cayman is actually an associate member of CARICOM. Okay. So while we are involved in current programs that CARICOM is running, we can help propose the creation or modification of existing programs, but we can't vote. We can only observe meetings of the members of heads of governance. Mm-hmm. But even still, CARICOM hosts programs year-round and discussions and forums about topics from agribusiness to girls in ICT, to marketing and other professional development courses and human rights issues. So it's a whole scope that people in the Cayman Islands can learn from, participate in, and understand what's going on in the Caribbean region around us, but also learn from really established professionals who work in fields that we don't quite get to explore as much as we'd like to in Cayman Islands.
Okay. This is stoking a fire here now, because
that's right.
So how would an individual find out more about CARICOM and become involved?
Of course. So CARICOM has their website, caricom.org. We also endeavor to promote any activities on our social media pages for the CARICOM Youth Ambassadors for the Cayman Islands. It's CARICOM Youth KY. So we regularly try to promote that for the people who are interested. But CARICOM definitely hosts them year-round for anyone of all ages to participate at all.
Okay. Well, it sounds intriguing. Now, Mr. Miles, my question for you is, as I mentioned earlier, you're very involved in promoting youth. How did you go about encouraging youth to really get involved in this in the first place?
Well, the Minister with responsibility for youth has given the Youth Services Unit the mandate to run the program for the Cayman Islands. We do the recruitment process, we do the training, and get them prepared for these roles. They have to learn how to dine with kings and queens, because they just might be called on to do so. They must be comfortable in the media, like how Zoe is right now.
Indeed.
They must be able to inspire young people when they go in youth populations, and to gather information to be the voice of those they represent. So all of that comes in with their training, and we have a group of about 8 of them, just so we can have at any time, because the young people there between the age of 18 and 25 are very busy. They're busy doing college, or busy doing, starting a family or starting a career. And this is why we've run the program by a group rather than just 2 individuals. And
sure.
So we don't miss out on opportunities for Cayman to be engaged in regional and international fora. So this is the reason why I'm here, because if any kind of questions like this come up when you open the phone lines, excellent, I'm here to help Bart with
Great.
Zoe.
That's awesome. So we also want to remind folks that we are here to take your questions, anything that you may care to learn and improve on what it is that you already know, or just find out more about. The phone lines are open, toll-free, courtesy of Flow, 1-800-534-8255 or 949-8037. And you also have the WhatsApp option on 925-3261. I would imagine that there is a lot of interest around CARICOM in general. How does it directly play a role for Cayman? I know you said, it's many different industries. Can you give me some examples of how it is currently or it will be in the future directly impacting us here?
Of Of course. So obviously the Carafesta Games and the events happen, given COVID, they haven't been able to go as much as we can, but we do participate in those. But for the most part, it is a resource for the Cayman Islands. Obviously, as associate members, we do not have the same level of voting power as full members, but that's okay. We can partake in the many resources that it offers us, and at the same time, learn more about, our identity outside of just being the Cayman Islands. We're a part of something, a part of a group of nations, and we should be proud of that because we have those alliances, we have those relationships that we should be fostering and building because we can all learn from each other,
Absolutely. Well, it's important as some of us care to recognize every day as an opportunity to learn. And you should always be open to be able to learn something each and every day. And I think that's very, very important. And I think it's wonderful that you guys are making this effort. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back in just a little bit right here on Radio Cayman.
A caring and community spirit, cherished family and cultural values. These are some of the things that still embodies the Caymanian way of life in the Eastern Districts today. Savannah Pharmacy, your neighborhood pharmacy, located in Countryside Shopping Village, is delighted to offer products and services of real value. Whether it's catering to your family's medical needs or carrying apparel, gifts, and beauty products, Savannah Pharmacy provides you with more than just prescriptions. Remember, they're always just around the corner with everything your family needs and convenient opening hours, including Sundays and holidays. Savannah Pharmacy. For more information, call 946-3336.
Freedom, Cayman Brack. Freedom, Little Cayman. Soft breezes, blue waters, no traffic. Unwind and rejuvenate your mind, body, and soul. Sister Island Staycations, a taste of freedom. Discover all that our sister islands have to offer.
Cybercrime happens online or through the technology we use every day. Anyone can be a victim of cybercrime, whether you are a young person being bullied or harassed online, or an older person or business who's been scammed out of money or personal data. Cybercrime is an issue that touches all of us. The Cayman Islands government has therefore created an online resource to help keep you cyber safe in an ever-changing world.
In online situations, it is better to be cyber safe than sorry. Learn now to protect yourself against cybercrime. Visit gov.ky/cybersafe.
The 20th Annual Talent Exposition of the Arts is here.
Are you ready for some talent tonight?
Presented by the New Self-Help Community Foundation. Coming to the stage Sunday, July 25th at the Harkwell Theater. Don't miss. Awesome performances by Liana DaCosta, JC Patrick, Rico Rolando.
Yeah, she twerking off a band and I'm about to make it dance, yeah.
Radiance Dance Studio, Mariah Praise, Dream Chasers Cayman, James at Anglin and Son, SI, Center Point Dance Studio, and UCCI Dancers. Part of the proceeds from the Talent Exposition of the Arts go to support the John Gray High School Music Department. Prepaid tickets at Funky Tangs and Winners Circle Sports. $10 or $15 at the gate. The 2021 Talent Exposition of the Arts. Sunday, July 25th at the Harkwell Theater. Gates open at 5:30 p.m. Show starts at 6:30. Get your tickets today.
New stock has just arrived at Super Stitch. Now don't take my word for it, drop by and see for yourself. Fresh off the boat, we have loads of fabric, vinyl upholstery fabric, fabric for cushions, outdoor fabrics, and dress fabric. That's not all. Super Stitch has sewing accessories and craft items. Included in the new shipment, you will find sheets, comforters, throw pillows, bath mats, rugs, and curtains for every room in your home. Super Stitch, 39 Pasadora Place, Smith Road. Still offering the best price in town. Call 949-2833 or go to superstitch.com.ky.
Talk today. But I do have some questions. Talk today.
Cayman Islands' foremost listeners participation program.
Talk today.
Because there are more questions than answers.
What the public is saying.
Waiting to take your calls right now. Sterling Dwayne Ebanks.
And welcome back once again to Talk Today. Michael McLaughlin sitting in for Sterling Dwayne. And in case you're just joining us, we are speaking with one of the Cayman Youth Ambassadors for CARICOM here in the Cayman Islands, Zoe Connolly Basteo. And we also have in studio with us Mr. James Miles, who has been a facilitator and encourager of youth being involved in so many things, and this is just one of those many branches that you get involved in.
A big tree.
Yes, I would imagine so. Yes, sir.
One branch of a big tree.
Yes, sir. So we were talking during the break about what are the various different facets of this. And I want to acknowledge, first of all, as we said before, that it was a 2-year journey for you to finally become an ambassador. And I'm going to go out on a little bit of a limb here, and I'm going to point out that the young lady is only 20 years old. So she started this journey at 18 and has continued to move forward and grow in this aspect. So what do ambassadors do? Can you help us with that, Zoe?
Of course. First and foremost, we represent our youth. We represent the population. We make sure that if there are any issues, any problems, any suggestions, the young people feel that they have a voice and a forum to express that. And we obviously work closely with the Youth Services Unit and through activities such as the Teen Panel in Child Month through the DCFS to kind of ensure that young people can express how they feel and have a chance to grow and facilitate that discussion. Excellent.
And we were also mentioning during the break that this has been around for quite some time. Is that right, Jamo?
The Ambassador program started in 1997.
Wow.
Our first pair of ambassadors was George Lulu Smith.
Okay.
And Miss Melanie Bryan. I think she's married now. Melanie Wall, I think her surname is now. But they represented the Cayman Islands at a Commonwealth Youth Forum in Edinburgh, Scotland.
Wow.
In 1997.
Wow.
And every 2 years we were selecting different persons to go to different fora. And we had a regional youth caucus set up through Commonwealth in the Caribbean until the Commonwealth Youth Center closed in Guyana in 2007.
Okay.
After which CARICOM came on board and said, okay, we'll take up the Youth Ambassador program and make sure that regional integration still runs smoothly, that the generation of new CARICOM leaders know each other from early. Because those who gravitate to become ambassadors are predominantly those who will be in leadership roles and statesman positions in the future.
That's what you were mentioning, yeah.
So if they, like, I served with Roosevelt Scarrett.
Wow.
And he was the youth ambassador at that time.
Wow.
I served with Emmeline Peer, who was the Minister of Youth in Grenada. So a lot of them gravitate into the political arena and represent their country, and they already have friends in the region. They already have friends within the Commonwealth, and I think that makes the world run smoother.
I would imagine so.
Yeah, you have less wars, for sure. I'm not going to wage war with my friend. Right?
No, generally speaking, you won't. Yeah. Yes. And I think it's very important, too, as you mentioned, that it is grooming and preparing these young people. And you also shared a little piece of information where you have been, you yourself.
Yes, me and former Minister Tara Rivers also served as ambassadors. We went to the Commonwealth Youth Forum in Durban, South Africa.
Okay.
Many moons ago, but the skill sets still remain. I can pass on knowledge and how to report and all this other stuff with the ambassadors now. I'm grateful for the opportunity. It keeps me young.
Yes, I'm sure it does.
Even though the hair kind of gives it away, but anyhow, I'll ball it off tomorrow. But no, it's great to see young people light up. It's great to see young people grow just through the process. You see, they take every networking opportunity and they grow from it. I mean, Zoe probably was at the networking opportunity just a few days ago, put on by Dr. Tasha Garcia and her team, where they mingled with prominent people in our community. They got so connected. I went there just for a bit, just to see the faces of the young people and how engaged they were. I took a few photos as well because we need to put it in our newsletter. I mean, it was a fantastic event. and with Dr. Garcia going off to England.
To the UK herself,
I think that sets the tone for networking even in England. She already knows what to do. She just need to get good venue partners, and I think young people from Cayman going to the UK for school and otherwise will be blessed by having her there. I'm trying to make sure that I have budget that I can continue to do that kind of event here.
Yes.
And that how the ambassadors kind of lead that charge, that they're not only grooming themselves, but they're grooming others who will be coming behind them, saying, okay, these are the kind of networking opportunities, because in life you need to know who people are, you need to be connected, you need to create meaningful relationships, and it's a memorable moment as well, all the networking opportunities, and that's what life is about.
Indeed. So as you're speaking of that, let's just remind anybody out there that's listening, especially the youth, if they're interested in becoming involved in this program, how do they go about doing so?
They got to look out for the advert.
Uh-huh.
We do it every 2 years, because there's just tenure for 2 years, and then as one roll off, we try to get a next group coming.
Yes, sir.
So it's natural that the first alternates become the ambassadors. So we already know who is going to be.
It's a complete grooming process, as you've mentioned. So you mentioned every 2 years. When would be the next one?
2022. You can look for it.
2022.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go.
It's coming up soon.
There you go. Make sure you keep your eyes wide open.
Yeah, if not, it'll be on our social media sites. The ambassadors will definitely be promoting it. You can always check it out on YSU. No, it's youthservices.ky is our website. It'll be there as well. The process is you fill out an application. You write an essay about why you should be an ambassador. We interview you. Sometimes it's 2 rounds of interviews. Okay. And then if you're selected, we notify you. And then we start the training process almost right away.
Okay. So now I have a question. You mentioned before an age range of 18 to 25. So am I interpreting correctly that 25 would be the cutoff for someone to apply? Or is...
No. I think if someone just finished school at age 24, 25, just trying to get settled in, they might be 26 or 27 and wants to represent the country, I don't know, and I can say no to them.
Okay. Still encouraged to apply and see what happens. Much like any other job in life, you apply and you see what happens.
Right. No, the thing is, each ambassador gets an opportunity at some point in time, alternate or not. I mean, Zoe was in school during Child Month. She was in the UK.
Oh.
So another female ambassador in the group hosted the Child Month. Along with Jarrell Belfonder, who's the present male CARICOM youth ambassador.
Yes, and apologies from him.
Yes.
He was supposed to be with us today too, but unfortunately he couldn't join us. So
I tell him he need to get A. He's doing his master's.
Oh, so my goodness.
I don't want nothing to jeopardize the A.
No, that's for sure. That's for sure. Yes.
If I gotta get it, they gotta get it. I'm studying
Fair
too,
enough.
so if I'm old studying and getting A's, everybody else is supposed to get A's.
Fair enough. Well,
but Zoe used to get them, so she can come.
Okay.
She gets A stars and things just to.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's great. That's fantastic.
I try.
Yeah. Well, obviously your effort is paying off if you're getting those sorts of results. So congratulations again.
Thank you.
That's fantastic. Something else that you were mentioning that I find extremely interesting is your suggestion that when you go to these various forums, and of course we all need to recognize that this was pre-COVID when people could move around.
Yeah.
When you travel to these forums overseas, the opportunities of youth ambassador really holds space at the table, if you will. Where there are others, legislators who also go to these same forums, and there's a
hierarchy.
Yeah, there's a hierarchy, but there's an opportunity that these young people are completely recognized on a different level
Yeah.
and stand on their own.
I think it was once that the United Kingdom allowed our Premier, Alden McLaughlin, to actually sit around Commonwealth heads of government table.
Oh, wow.
I mean, they have a great deal of respect for our former Premier.
Yes.
But I think that was probably the only overseas territory to ever have someone sit at a table, at the UK's table spot.
And just to make sure that people are understanding, what Mr. Miles is sharing with us is that the youth ambassadors already have a seat
Cayman Islands
at this table representing the Cayman Islands, whereas our leader of the time has to basically sit behind the UK representation, because we fall as a British dependent territory. But the Cayman Islands actually are represented and have a voice by these young people. We're going to take a quick break, and we understand we have a couple of callers on the line when we come back, so I hope you'll stay with us. We'll be right back here on Radio Cayman.
When you're tight on time and budget, but big on flavor, Subway's Meal of the Day hits the spot. Enjoy daily meals on classic sandwiches like tuna, Black Forest ham, meatball marinara, and more. Starting at $6.25 for 6-inch meals and $8.75 for footlongs. You can get Subway's Meal of the Day. Enjoy a different sandwich on a different day for the same price. Mix it up with cookies or chips or waffle fries for the same price. Subway, eat fresh.
Census 2021. Come on, get ready. Census starting 10th of October 2021. Census. What in town are you ready? Census. Georgetown we coming. Census. Your info will be secret. Northside get ready. Census. Information is secret. Census 2021. Census starting October 10th. 2021. Census 2021. Census. Census. Census.
2021 Census. Everyone counts.
Join the National Museum on Saturday, 3rd of July from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. for their 5th annual mango season at the museum. Enjoy local food, a mango peeling competition, traditional artisans and vendors with mango products, and more. It all happens at the National Museum on the waterfront in Georgetown.
The West Bay Family Fair has something for everyone. Monday, July 5th, enjoy wholesome family fun with free admission to the inaugural West Bay Family Fair at the Ed Bush Stadium and West Bay Heritage Park. Bring your family and friends and learn how to make silver touch rope, blow a concord, or spin a gig. Local arts and crafts will be on sale, and vendors will offer up the best in traditional foods and treats for the kids. Kids of all ages will have their faces painted and participate in several sporting events with McGee's Adventure Park. But wait, there's more. Don't miss the early morning cycle race, the farmers market, live entertainment, awesome raffle prizes, and find out who will win the beautiful baby contest. Stay for the 2-mile fun run and walk and football tournament showcasing some of West Bay's legends. For more information, email noelw@candw.ky or call 916-2134. West Bay Family Fair, Monday, July 5th, Ed Bush Stadium, starting at 7 a.m. This advert is brought to you by Williams Productions and Radio Cayman.
Talk today. But I do have some questions. Talk today.
Cayman Islands' foremost listeners participation program.
Talk today.
Because there are more questions than answers.
What the public is saying.
Waiting to take your calls right now. Sterling Dwayne Ebanks.
Good afternoon and welcome back to Talk Today. If you're just joining us, we do have Cayman Youth Ambassador for Carigom in studio with us, Zoe Connolly Bastille. Is it Zoe or Zoe?
Zoe.
It is Zoe.
Yeah.
Jeez, man. Yeah, go ahead and laugh at me. Yeah, that's right. Anyway, Zoe Connolly Bastille, and we also have Mr. James Miles in here. Also, understand we have some calls on the line, so we'll go straight to the phones. Good afternoon. Welcome to Talk Today.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Zoe.
Good afternoon.
I am so enthused to hear your voice. What's your girl? You used to be a part of
the Rotary Sunrise attendees as the youngest person coming to Rotary.
Yes.
And now you're at school. What are you pursuing?
I'm going into my third year of my undergraduate psychology degree in London.
I would hope that you would add international relations, languages, and history and politics to that.
Isn't you want her being in school for
No, I think based on the DNA that she has, the capability is outstanding. And we have always watched her space and known that she is capable of much. And we know that the best is yet to come. Thank you so much for adding your voice. It is important for you to be our junior ambassador. The CARICOM region is a critically important region, even though it's underestimated. And can you tell me a little about CARICOM and the Caribbean Development Bank?
Of course. So CARICOM, as you might know, as many listeners may know, helps to promote and uplift its member states and its associate members. Now, the Cayman Islands is just an associate member, but we can participate in and help to modify and promote programs that are relevant to us. And it hosts various conferences across various sectors of business that are open to everyone to participate in and learn from.
Including the single market and economy.
Yes.
Yeah, the Caribbean Development Bank is an integral part of helping the CARICOM mechanism to work.
Mm-hmm.
And it is one of the only AAA-rated public lending institutions in the world. Some people don't know that, but Caribbean Development Bank, which is a part of a plug-in to CARICOM, is an international institution to be very proud of. I'd like to thank you for your voice. I know that you are helping to sharpen other youngsters who would be so inclined to become future diplomats, and I look forward to you taking your place in our Cayman community as a future diplomat. You've exhibited these characteristics from, I could easily say, from 10 years old or younger. And I am looking forward to your contribution in time to come. But for now, you're doing a remarkable job. Thanks to
Thank you
James
so
Miles.
much.
Thank you so much. Appreciate the call.
James Miles is underestimated as an instrument of continuity when it comes to youth development. He does it so effortlessly and appears to do it.
I got a good team, man. Yeah, but it's not just me.
I know you have a good team, but leadership counts, and I have to give you kudos for being a part of this. Mr. McLaughlin, thank you so much for being in the chair. I know that you are assisting Sterling to kick back in his lazy boy today.
Yeah, Sterling getting some goal in time, man. Medals.
You are doing a remarkable job. Thank you so much for being there. And our listening audience, please give as much attention to young Zoe, who is going to be a part of our positive future in the Cayman Islands. Congratulations, Zoe.
Thank you. I'm proud to be an ambassador.
Looking forward to your activities henceforth.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate the call, sir, and appreciate, I'm sure, the young lady here appreciates those compliments as well as Mr. Miles. And I understand we have another caller on the line, so we're going to take that call now. Good afternoon. Welcome to Talk Today.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome.
Yeah. Thank you. I was just wondering if there is any methodology, any pathway for the young people at the ambassador level to influence policy, be it in their local jurisdiction or regionally in terms of organizations such as CARICOM.
Okay.
Of course. Thank you for your question. So the CARICOM youth ambassadors of each country frequently get together and discuss and share their initiatives and platforms based on the needs of the youth in their region. There are several opportunities throughout the year to promote any policies and any needs that we may have. At the local level, I guess Mr. Miles can speak more about that. as things have been kind of slow with COVID and everything going on, as you can imagine.
The ambassadors always used to be part of a National Youth Forum. The National Youth Forum is where young people are encouraged to attend and express their concerns or whatever, and solutions. That's normally facilitated by a panel, and the panel would be with some experts and the youth ambassadors, where the voice of young people would be amplified. Under the new ministry, under the auspices of Honourable Bernard Bush, he's already given the Youth Services Unit a mandate to come up with the Youth Empowerment Conference and to get it delivered this year and annually going forward, and to have a Youth Advisory Board for the Youth Services Unit kind of feeding that conference annually.
Okay.
So we are a small unit, so we reach out to a lot of other like-minded government departments and non-government organizations. And the Youth Ambassador Group is the ones that we primarily leaning on, because they actually know the youth voice, they hear the concerns, they know what is the hot topic items that should be dealt with annually.
Yes.
Along with the youth services, the youth assembly, the Cayman Islands Youth Assembly, is run by the Youth Services Unit.
Okay.
They actually do position papers annually on 2 issues that concern them. And so that feeds into the agenda as well. It doesn't necessarily reach the national agenda, but we're hoping that through a partnership with the Youth Parliament to have it hit the national agenda quite quickly. They do the research and the discussions and all the and then the youth parliamentarians take it to Parliament and discuss it and debate and come up with a resolution that can then be considered by the government. So that's one way of us trying to get youth voice from grassroots to the national agenda.
To the forefront,
yeah.
Yes.
The other way is Youth Flex Radio Show.
Yes.
We hear every Wednesday, except when they said didn't get A's like now. So we're on break because they need to get an A just like me.
Yeah. No pressure.
No pressure. If I get a B, you're allowed to get a B. But no, they all do well. But we usually here at Radio Cayman every Wednesday, and the young people can discuss whatever comes as a hot topic for the week, a hot topic for the month, something that they want to get out there. The ambassadors would be encouraged to be part of it now that they're home for summer, when we start back in the next couple of weeks.
So in terms of the youth and doing these presentations, and you said to a board, how does who comprises the board that they make these presentations to?
We don't have the Youth Advisory Board yet.
Okay.
We're formulating that for the Youth Services Unit to inform the conference.
I misunderstood.
We used to have a National Youth Commission.
Yes.
And the commission used to be lobbying on behalf of young people. Whatever the issue was that the Youth Assembly had, they would present it to the commission, and then the commission would take it up if they wish or not. It was always encouraged that they amplify the voice of young people. One of the great things that came out of that was the Proud of Them campaign, which the billboards everybody see
around the place.
So it was a way for the positive contributions of young people to be highlighted, because the press always throws out all the bad stuff quickly.
Generally speaking, that's what news is about. Yeah.
Except Radio Cayman, they don't really push it too high. So. But other people, it's sensationalized and then all the good stuff that they've done has not been pushed that similarly.
Yes.
So this is the one way that the commission started to say, okay, we can make it big and bold and let everybody know that these young people are good at academics or good at careers or good at sports or whatever they're good at. So that was one of the great things that came out from that. And we were hoping that with the Youth Advisory Board for Youth Services Unit, all of this can be happening. The board that they bounce it off of would then be our unit in the ministry and the senior members of staff of the ministry responsible for youth. And with a good work plan for the Youth Ambassador Program, I'm confident that we'll have a real amplified voice for young people going forward.
Well, that's great, and in my opinion, that's something that's absolutely necessary, because we've always coined the phrase that the youth are our future.
They're the present.
Yeah,
and they can show you.
Yeah, so
right now, everything is social media based, everything is internet based, and that's their language.
Yes,
that's their space, and
I'm very much aware of that.
So we're just in it. So you might as well ask them to, okay, we'll give you the car to drive.
Yes,
and we just want you to take us this place.
Yes,
and have them say, well, this is how we get there.
Yeah, that's. I think that's so encouraging to hear. It's also encouraging to hear that the current minister has given you mandates already.
Yeah. And the chief officer, they're like, you gotta get this done. Why this not happening? I'm like, well.
So we get there you go. Well, that's fantastic, and I really hope, and I'm sure that I am joining many in the encouragement to really get something fantastic out of this as you continue to move forward. I think it's amazing that we have had this going on for almost 25 years now, from if your recollection to year is correct. That's a quarter of a century that we have had this going on, and people going through the program and learning and being able to represent the Cayman Islands on these various different high-profile areas.
And we make our mark too.
Sure.
People don't forget the Caymanians. Mm-hmm. I mean, no one will forget Tara Rivers. No one will forget Christopher Goddard, James Geary.
Yes, sir.
Marzita Bodden. I mean, they've made their mark not only on the region but within the Pan-Commonwealth. I mean, they have friends all over the globe, and they're not forgotten.
Yes.
For their contributions.
Excellent. I'm sure they never will be. We do have to take a break, and we hope that you'll stay with us and come back to us right here on Radio Cayman's Talk Today.
Today's biggest news.
Radio Cayman, your voice, your choice.
Local, regional, international. This is Headlines from Radio Cayman's newsroom.
Today's biggest news.
With your latest headlines, I'm Felicia Rankin-Solins. 2 men were shot on Martin Drive in Georgetown 11 p.m. last night, July 1st. A third man also attended the hospital with a gunshot wound from the same incident. The unresponsive man, aged 36, of Georgetown was subsequently pronounced dead. The matter is under investigation, and a major incident room has been opened. Anyone with any information is asked to contact the RCIPS Major Incident Room at 649-2930. In international news, the last U.S. and NATO forces have left Afghanistan's Bagram Air Base, the center of the war against militants for some 20 years. The pullout could signal that the complete withdrawal of foreign forces from Afghanistan is imminent. President Joe Biden has said U.S. forces will be gone by September 11th. A Boeing 737 cargo plane has crashed off the coast of Hawaii after reportedly experiencing engine trouble. According to the Federal Aviation Authority, the Coast Guard rescued both people on board. Young black swimmers are disappointed and heartbroken by a decision to ban a swimming cap from the Olympics that's made to cover their hair. Soul Caps say the international governing body for swimming rejected an application for their caps to be certified for use at competitions. They say FINA told them the caps are unsuitable because they don't follow the natural form of the head. Soul Cap makes swimming caps to fit over and protect dreadlocks, afros, weaves, hair extensions, braids, and thick, curly hair. These are your headlines. I'm Felicia Rankin-Solins.
For the latest in news and information,
follow Radio Cayman on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Download the Radio Cayman app or log on to our website, radiocayman.gov.ky.
Listen to the general public.
Your thoughts are just a telephone call away. 1-800-534-8255.
What the public is saying.
Let your voice be heard. And now,
Radio Cayman's Talk Today.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you joining us here on Radio Cayman's Talk Today. In studio with us, we have been talking to Cayman Youth Ambassador Zoe Connolly Basteo, finally getting her name right. It's only taken me about half an hour. And we also have Mr. James Miles in studio also, as we are preparing for CARICOM Week that's coming up very shortly. And really appreciate you all being here in studio and sharing all this information with us. I'm sure that you have helped to enlighten many. And as we heard from some of our callers who are already aware of things that some of us, Mrs. Zoe in particular, have been doing, but also Mr. Miles, you were recognized too in terms of all of your efforts, and really want to say thank you for those efforts, sir, and congratulations, young miss, on all that you have been able to accomplish and are accomplishing. And as we're winding down our time here, we wanted to make sure that you guys got some information out to our listening public. So who goes first? Miss Zoe?
Zoe, she can get all the CARICOM stuff out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I can promote my camps.
All right. So CARICOM week is coming up.
Yes.
What else?
And CARICOM Day itself is on the 5th. And we just want to promote, further understanding of CARICOM, where Cayman fits into it. I encourage people to look at our social medias for the youth ambassadors, CARICOM Youth KY on Instagram and Facebook, as we frequently promote upcoming programs and our conferences that CARICOM is holding. And I also want to say a huge thank you to Mr. Miles and the rest of the ambassadors team. They're a fantastic team, and I would not be able to do all the work that I do without them.
That's great. And Mr. Miles?
And I want to congratulate Zoe and the ambassadors. I mean, they're all very busy young people and all very positive young people. So if you get to bump into any of them, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And I want to thank my team at Youth Services Unit for their awesomeness. They helped me be awesome. So I don't take in all the credit. I got to share the credit. And we're planning our summer camps.
Okay.
We have 2 weeks of Teen Summit because last year we didn't have no Teen Summit. So the first week could be Beloved Isles, where we impart with you some of what we give to the ambassadors. So if you want to be awesome like Zoe, come check it out. That one focuses on culture and heritage. The next one is on Onwards, it's called, because we are preparing young leaders. So that one has a lot to do with leadership, networking, giving back to the community. So we're actually doing a day where we deliver meals for Meals on Wheels, and so young people can see how they can impact the lives of those around them by just doing little acts of kindness. And we're hoping to plant a bug that they can say, well, I can constantly do this. I'm not too young to give back.
Of course
I'm not too young to be awesome.
That is awesome in and of itself. So when are these camps going to be held?
We start on the 19th because we're waiting on Zoe. School's out late this year, so we start on the 19th for 2 weeks and we end on the 30th. So we close out all of July. We're looking to do cooking camps as well. On the 12th to the 16th at Clifton Hunter. Okay. And then we go to the BRAC to do a caboose cooking camp because Miss Annie Walton cooks and bakes on the caboose. Wow. And we need to have that skill set passed on to future generations.
Definitely.
So I'm going to learn. I don't know about caboose.
I
just like to eat.
But you and me share something there.
Yep.
Jamo,
but
that's for
baking
sure.
on the caboose, that I need to see.
Yes.
I need to learn that. I think she says there's special wood that you use.
And special wood, probably special pot too.
Well, I can find out when we go up there in August. So we plan on taking 15 young people from Grand Cayman.
Excellent.
And the other 15 spots will be for youth in the BRAC. So we need to pass on these skill sets. It's something that's traditional. It is something that we ought to be proud of.
Absolutely. So just before we actually wrap up here now, suppose there are young people or parents out there listening that would like their young ones to be involved in these camps. Can you share any information about where they can go?
They can call the Youth Services Unit at 943-1127. We could be out and about soon. So if you sign up, we could also try to have the stuff on our website, which is youthservices.ky. You can get the registration forms from there. If not, just give us a call. We'll email you the forms. You email them back to us, and we'll find a way to collect funds from you. Each Teen Summit each week is $100, and then you need to give them lunch money as well because we could be on the road plenty. So we gotta stop Wendy's or stop somewhere. And the ones for the cooking camp is $100 for the one at Clifton Hunter, and $200 for the one in the back because it includes airfare and accommodations.
Excellent.
But it's gonna be awesome.
I can only imagine.
I go in Cayman Rock.
I
gotta learn that one myself.
Well, you see, now that's not fair because you are not a youth. No offense intended there, sir. And neither am I, but
my title says youth.
I love it.
Head of Youth Services Unit.
There you go. Well, that gives you an opportunity that I myself won't be able to utilize. So I might.
I'll video it for you.
Yeah, I'll be calling on you so that you can help pass on some of that traditional information.
Yeah, once we've done that, there we'll probably do it like midterm break in October or the December break. We'll see if we could do a lot of cooking on the caboose down here and do a camp.
There you go.
And that way a lot more people can come rather than the 50.
People's camp. So I
can ain't about a camp. They can call it ain't about a camp.
That sounds good. That sounds good. Excellent. Well, once again, we want to say congratulations to Zoe Conley-Bastio on her youth ambassador representation thus far. When does your term actually end?
In 2022, July 2022.
Oh, man.
I got time.
You're making it sound like it's next week. No, man, you still got time yet. And
that exactly a year from today.
Yes, as a matter of fact, you are absolutely correct, sir. Time does pass by very quickly.
Yeah, I take my hats off to Zoe and Jarrell. They're not only studying, but they had to deal with COVID.
Yes.
And all the challenges around that. They had to go from face-to-face school to online school and still get A's because I still expect my A.
But thankfully, everything is on Zoom now, so we've been able to participate in many conferences with other CARICOM youth ambassadors from different regions. So we've still been able to adapt, move forward. And please, I do encourage any young people who are interested or have an opinion they want to share and a request, please reach out, CARICOM Youth KY, Instagram and Facebook.
Excellent. Facebook and Instagram.
Yes,
make sure you know. I'm going to be the only dinosaur there that's not Instagram and Facebook. Anyway, thank you so much, guys. Appreciate all the information that you have shared with us today. Congratulations once again, Mrs. Zoe. And I hope that you have even more things to be congratulated about over the coming year before your term actually ends. I'm sure you will, judging from all of the accolades have been already laid upon you. And thank you also, Mr. Miles, for your tireless efforts.
Thank you for having us. Youth. Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much. And I hope you enjoyed this segment, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to take a short commercial break, and we'll be back with you shortly with more Talk Today.
89.9 Radio Cayman helps you to weather the storm during this hurricane season.
One of the most crucial elements of hurricane preparedness is storm awareness. During the season, it is of utmost importance to pay attention to the latest local weather forecasts, as hurricanes do not suddenly form or strike. There are various methods of advanced notification. Utilizing such may be the difference between a favorable outcome and disaster. Both television and radio serve as excellent mediums with up-to-the-minute storm path information in the wake of a hurricane. Another method of tracking a hurricane may be only arm's length away. Your smartphone or tablet can be your most valuable tool before, during, and after a storm, providing countless numbers of apps with crucial hurricane information. Many apps allow you to track storms with moving radar and satellite imagery, plus offer alerts, current conditions, forecasts, advisories, and even video.
This hurricane preparedness tip was brought to you by your community radio station, Radio Cayman 89.9 FM.
Radio Cayman is pleased to feature this special Sister Islands historical vignette, brought to you by the Ministry of Tourism and Transport. Explore your history, explore your land, explore your Sister Islands.
Henry Watson Ruddy, ISO 1870 to 1943. Henry Watson Ruddy came to Cayman Brac as a young man with his father, William H. Ruddy, who was the first Baptist missionary to Cayman Brac and started the Baptist mission there. Dr. Henry Ruddy was born and educated in Jamaica and came to Cayman Brac as a young man. He was one of the first civil servants in the Sister Islands, holding the post of Collector of Customs. He was also the only medical dispenser on Cayman Brac which had no doctor. He mixed and dispensed medicines and also did minor surgeries service, saving numerous lives. At times, he assisted his wife, Julia Ann Nee Lazari, a midwife who delivered nearly all the babies born on the BRAC during Dr. Ruddy's term of service. He was also a school teacher and a preacher. On his retirement, his son Aston took over his government responsibilities.
Radio Cayman is pleased to feature this special Sister Islands historical vignette, brought to you by the Ministry of Tourism and Transport. Explore your history, explore your land, explore your Sister Islands.
Wouldn't it have been grand if you had purchased land 30 years ago? It may not be 2020, but a perfect vision has never been more clear. Cayman Brac and Little Cayman, poised for growth with an eye on the future. Your land, your history, your future. Discover all that our sister islands have to offer.
New stock has just arrived at Super Stitch. Now don't take my word for it, drop by and see for yourself. Fresh off the boat, we have loads of fabric, vinyl upholstery fabric, fabric for cushions, outdoor fabrics, and dress fabric. That's not all. Super Stitch has sewing accessories and craft items. Included in the new shipment, you will find sheets, comforters, throw pillows, bath mats, rugs, and curtains for every room in your home. Super Stitch, 39 Pasador Place, Smith Road. Still offering the best price in town. Call 949-2833 or go to superstitch.com.ky.
Things just got a bit hotter on island. Come in today and order the new spicy Korean subs at Subway. They're sweet, spicy, and especially satisfying. Stop in and try the pulled pork with spicy Korean sauce, or the chicken with spicy Korean sauce. And you can message WhatsApp at 929-4658. Order online or use Let's Eat or the Bento app. The spicy Korean subs at Subway in 2 flavors, extra saucy and extra spicy. Subway, eat fresh.
Radio Cayman, the voice, the heart, the soul of the Cayman Islands.
Listen to the general public.
Your thoughts are just a telephone call away. 1-800-534-8255.
What the public is saying.
Let your voice be heard. And now,
Radio Cayman's Talk Today.
Good afternoon and welcome back to Radio Cayman's Talk Today. As I'm just sharing some information here, you are just being advised to stay tuned to Radio Cayman for all updates regarding the Hurricane Elsa that is out currently. And you just heard some updates there. Please make sure that you stay tuned to Radio Cayman for all the current information to keep you as informed as possible and as prepared as possible. And we are in the season. So it is something that everybody should be having in the forefront of their mind, making sure that you have the necessary supplies in and around your home, as well as your thoughts and processes for your extended family members, especially those who are elderly that may not be able to do the necessary preparedness. Make sure that you keep them in mind also. You should have, your canned and non-perishable items stocked up, your batteries, some provisions made for water, whether it be consumption that you're actually going to be drinking or water available to you should the water supply get cut off in the event of seriously inclement weather. Make sure that you have thought about those things and that you have everything as prepared as possible. I know that from a personal perspective, my wife takes this on as a challenge every year to make sure that I am on my toes and getting everything taken care of. And I get very nice, gentle reminders to ensure that I have the trees trimmed and that sort of thing. And it's something that you may not otherwise think about. It is a time too, rainy season. Your fruit trees and other foliage are appreciating all of the rain that we're having, and therefore they are flourishing, and they may be going through a growth spurt. But it is important to keep these trees as trimmed as possible to ensure their longevity should we get a storm. Because once the storm winds come, the taller the tree, the more dense the foliage, then the more wind resistance it has. And as the grounds become saturated, it is more likely that that tree will suffer damage, be blown over or taken down altogether if it is not trimmed and kept in such a fashion that it will have the least amount of wind resistance. Make sure, too, that you are paying attention to in and around your property for anything that can be loose and taken by the wind. Quite often, you may not, you go about your day-to-day life and you don't think about it. You've got some lawn furniture or whatever in your backyard, and that is something that could easily be picked up by strong gusts of wind. So you do want to keep that in mind as you are making your various preparations. Any other things that you have that are just out and loose around the place, make sure that you're thinking about those and what you're going to do with them should you absolutely need to. As I understand it, from what's happening with the storm at this point in time, it does seem like the sister islands are going to be more susceptible to the various weather conditions, but that doesn't mean that things cannot change, and that is one of the things that we are guaranteed in life: change, constant change. So please make sure that you're doing everything you can to be prepared, and as I mentioned, also keep in mind those who are elderly that may not be able to take care of those things. Please think about that also and reach out to anyone to offer the assistance or to make arrangements for those things to be done. It's important that we all try and think about each other and be as prepared as possible. We have been resilient through many a storm and many a situation, and COVID is another prime example of that, where we have managed to keep ourselves in the best possible state and condition, and that certainly doesn't come with selfish thought. It comes through community thought and community efforts to try and ensure that everybody is as safe as possible. So just make sure you stay tuned to Radio Cayman for all of the updates. As often as possible, we will share them with you. If you're just joining us, sorry for that little rant there, but we were speaking before about the Cayman Youth Ambassadors for CARICOM and CARICOM Week, which is coming up, an actual CARICOM Day, which kicks off on the 5th of July, which is right around the corner, literally days away. So, and also encouraging young people who are interested in getting involved in this program. Mr. Miles was here too from the Youth Services Unit and talking about the fact that they've got camps coming up, which are going to be kicking off very shortly. And those camps help to facilitate young people and even give them a little taste of what the ambassador program contains, because some of the very same material that is used in the ambassador program is also used in these camps. So you can call them 943-1127. You can get through to the Youth Services Unit, or you can try email youthservices.ky for some more information there. And also there is information about the CARICOM youth themselves, as they are ambassadors of the Cayman Islands and go to represent us in various different forms, albeit nowadays in the complete technology forum, because we're not traveling anywhere, doing Zoom meetings and that sort of thing. Information for them is CARICOMYouth.ky, and they are on Facebook and Instagram also, for those young people who are very familiar with that technology. I do have to admit that I have some challenges within the technology department, but I am also not a youth anymore either, only in thought, not in physicality. So therefore, it kind of excludes me from being involved. But it was very interesting to me as I did some research about CARICOM, and one of the callers also was asking information about the Caribbean Development Bank and CARICOM, and it is a very integral part of CARICOM, and also giving kudos to what Caribbean Development Bank does as a AAA rated public trading company, and I think that's important and for people to recognize and to know. One of the things of CARICOM is the CARICOM Single Market and Economy Initiative, where it allows for the member states to participate in all the different aspects of life, basically, the movement of goods, services, persons, capital, technology, and all of that through being involved in CARICOM. It encompasses the free movement of skills and labor, which I think is something that is of interest as we continue to try and facilitate all of the different aspects of life here in the Cayman Islands, and we try to make the best of everything that we have going on. I think it's so important, too, that this is something that has been around for almost 25 years. The Cayman Islands has had this program up and going. There are many young people who have come up through this program and have gone on to represent the Cayman Islands overseas and sit in very prestigious forums with government leaders of various countries to share their opinion and views and have some sort of say at the table. I understand that we have a caller online right now. Okay, so sorry, I'm being given some other instructions. So the Sister Islands, folks, please pay attention. The Sister Islands have been placed under a tropical storm watch for Hurricane Elsa. As of 1 p.m. today, the Sister Islands of Cayman Brac and Little Cayman were officially placed under a tropical storm watch. Tropical storm watch means that tropical storm force winds are possible in the Sister Islands within 48 hours. Yeah, so now we're going to go to our caller. Thank you for calling. Welcome to Talk Today.
Yeah, hello, Michael.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I enjoyed the program there with Jamo and the young lady. Pastel.
Yes.
And I think they have some very nice programs that stem from his efforts, and it's good to know that young people are, casting their horizons,
yes,
beyond
sir.
their limited shores.
Indeed.
And they're feeding on what information they can get to improve their grasp of their own realities.
Indeed.
And I think I remember that you were in the drama program at
at the high school, right?
Yes,
Back
sir.
in the 70s?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, because sometimes I confuse you with some others, and I'm not sure with it. But you seem to have followed drama for a very, very long time.
Yes, sir, Dr. Frank. I certainly have.
Mhm.
It was actually one of my O levels for when I was completing my studies at high school, drama.
So, and I mean, I really always take my hat off to you as an actor, and
Thank you, sir.
I've known quite a bit of your acting skills, and I just thought that I would also call to mention that, as I am also very impressed by your interview courtesies and abilities, and I find it very interesting that you now have a possibility to show that you are a great interactor.
Thank you, sir.
When it comes to ideas and bringing them out and allowing young people to be able to expose the gift that God has given them. And I'm thinking that it's not very long now before One Black, One White will be sort of premiered someplace by you and your
Yes, sir.
great friend Frisk.
Yes, sir. It
Yeah.
is around the corner. I don't know that I have the legal ability to be able to speak about it at this point, but yes, it is around the corner that we will be presenting your works.
Yeah. And I mean, at least I am sure that there would be no danger or no damage done to anyone if I thank you publicly for your participation in those works, because you also was in that play One Black, One White when it traveled, I think, to the Bahamas.
Yes, sir.
I can't remember what year that was.
I think it was 2009, I think it was, sir.
2009, because I came over there to see the play, and I was very pleased by the reception that play got in the Bahamas. It was really tremendous, because I hadn't been involved with the one that Fritz had done with Quincy Brown in Guyana.
Mm-hmm. And that was for Carafesta, interestingly enough, as we were just speaking about CARICOM, yeah.
Yes, and well, you know, we normally do the Carafesta of a circuit, and I mean that's one thing that I wanted to speak a little bit about if I have time, as a writer, because as a writer, people think you do nothing, and I spent the last over 7 years, the last 7 years at least, researching and writing, and I actually wrote 979 pages of manuscript, and it's something to try to go back through it and pull something out that might be meaningful. And because I keep on rewriting, it seems like I'll never finish. And it is very frustrating when we realize that there's no end to the absolute.
Yes.
And if you seek the absolute, there is no wall. So you keep going, you keep flying, you keep traveling.
Yes.
And that's one way that I've looked at life, as an absolute that has no end. And that the journey of the soul, in fact, has absolutely no end. People like to end it. People like to become very dogmatic about it and say, this is what it means, and it's stagnant, and it is static over generations. And that's one reason why hearing the young people talk and getting a fresh look at how they imagine themselves and imagine their society and imagine the civilization in which they will lead, it pleases me to see Jamo doing the type of work that he's doing to encourage them to open their minds and not lie behind the pillows of absurdity, the kind of absurdity that leads to the kind of caveman mentality where we're not seeking truth anymore. We're just seeking some type of dogmatic comfort in our own egos. I get criticized all the time for, well, you speak about the people and nobody can understand what you're saying. And then people go around and say, oh, that damn fool Frank Maxfield. So it is interesting to me in my 40-something years in this island to be always called a fool because I have an education and because I worship my education. It's meaningful to me. It's allowed me to express myself in ways that are unimaginable. And I'm so thankful for the opportunity to have been in the Cayman Islands as a participant observer, to be able to integrate a lot of what I have seen and what I have thought and what other people have expressed to me about their own feelings that they might not express to anyone else.
Yes, sir. I know that there are many things that we could talk about at length, and I would love to be able to share that time with you. We do have some restriction here, though, and we do have to take a quick commercial break, and I do have another guest that is going to be joining us here in studio, so I do thank you so much for your call and your contributions, and I look forward to talking to you at a later point in time. Do stay tuned to us here.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Busy. Feel like there's not just enough hours in the day. Savannah Pharmacy, service to make your life easier. Now you can WhatsApp your prescription order to 929-5045. And pickup is just around the corner with everything your family needs and convenient opening hours including Sundays and holidays. WhatsApp your prescription order to 929-5045. Savannah Pharmacy, wholesome values with modern conveniences.
Make your house into a home. Welcome to Brand Source Home Gallery, your source for premium products and a premium experience. We'll design and install your dream kitchen with crafted cabinets, complemented with elegant appliances. We'll fill it with quality houseware and cookware. Custom-designed closet and storage solutions organize and beautify any area. And with the finest bedding, you'll get a perfect night's sleep knowing Brand Source Home Gallery has everything you need to make your house a home.
Explore your history. Explore your land. Explore your sister islands, the ultimate staycation experience. Your culture, your freedom, the land that time forgot isn't gone. It's your sister islands.
Discover all that our sister islands have to offer.
The Cayman Islands Chamber of Commerce Pension Plan. We're here for you. Are you aware of the performance of your pension plan? The Cayman Islands Chamber of Commerce Pension Plan provides quarterly fund fact sheets for our members to stay informed with the plan's performance. For the year ended 30th of April, 2021, the various life cycle funds have provided returns between 10.5% and 43.2%. And our all-in expense ratio for year ended 30th of June, 2020 is currently the lowest it's ever been. 0.72%. Visit chamberpension.ky to review our fund fact sheets. You can see the performance as far back as 10 years. Remember that pensions are a longer-term investment strategy. Focus on the long term rather than the short-term returns. The Cayman Islands Chamber of Commerce Pension Plan continues to perform for you.
That thing we've been saying for 64 years, ignore it. Eat the KFC wings, drink the KFC gravy, fill up on fries. Just please forget the thing we normally suggest. You know, that thing you used to do with your tongue after finishing a delicious piece of our KFC chicken. We get it. It's not easy. There's a reason why it's been our slogan for over half a century. But the world's drastically changed of late, and as soon as we can embrace the change, the sooner we can all get back to doing what we do best. KFC. It's good.
Did you know about UCCI's Back to Uni giveaway? Up to $2,000 in prizes are being given away.
Serious? How can I win?
Easy! Just register early for fall classes and you'll be entered to win in one of UCCI's weekly giveaways. Maybe you'll get lucky and win one of the top 3 prizes, your choice of an iPad or a laptop computer.
Cool. I'm going online to register now.
Students can register online, make an in-person appointment, or drop in at UCCI. Visit ucci.edu.ky for more information on UCCI's Back to Uni giveaway.
Listen to the general public.
Your thoughts are just a telephone call away. 1-800-534-8255.
What the public is saying.
Let your voice be heard. And now,
Radio Cayman's Talk Today.
Good afternoon and welcome back to Talk Today. I appreciate you joining us here in the studio. And thank you also to Dr. Frank for his call a little while ago. And my apologies for not being able to entertain you for longer. We did have some other guests to come into studio who are here with us now to talk about the Philippine Festival. And this is interesting too, because it's a very, very colorful flyer that they've brought and have shared here with me. And in studio I have Sunny D, I've got Dion, and I've got Michelle. Welcome, folks.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much for being here this afternoon. And this, as I understand from your flyer, which has the date very prominently displayed, this is coming up on this Sunday, July the 4th,
yes.
at the Lions Center.
Yes.
So this is going to be Lions Center, so you're covered. You don't have to worry about rain.
Yes.
And I mean, if people are coming to have a good time, rain doesn't spoil this. Sunny D can't be talking about having rain.
Well, if they want to have sunshine on Sunday, they better be there.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go. So this is a Philippine festival. I did a little bit of digging, and I understand that the Philippines has so many festivals.
Yes.
I was astounded when I went on and I looked at this calendar, and every month there is like 5, 6, 7, 8 festivals each month, all the way through to December.
Yes.
I was shocked.
It actually started as just a fiesta.
Uh-huh.
And it became like, as the years goes, people get excited in decorations, in street dancing, and putting up, banners and different flags. And the colors that you see in our posters, those are the colors that are usually very visible during the festivals.
Yeah. Okay.
So we come up to this idea of having a Philippine festival here because we would like to, most of us can't go home for the past months.
Yes.
And we miss the fiesta thing and the get together and the food and the dancing. So we created this idea of why don't we just have the Philippine festival? And we cannot choose which one. But we have a lot of participating groups. So we come up to an idea that each group will represent one festival.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And as I just mentioned, I mean, I was, I couldn't believe it when I went on and I saw this list of festivals that you guys have. So what is this specific festival representing? Because I know you have them for food, you have them for culture, you have them for dance. What is...
Well, all of these festivals have dance.
Yes.
All of this festival have food. All of this festival have different kinds of decorations. Like when one festival is about ati-atihan. Ati in the Philippines are the dark skinned.
Okay.
So they painted their bodies with black ashes.
Yes.
Dressed with fancy colored neon colors and do the dancing in their G-strings.
Oh boy.
So well, I don't know if we're going to do that on Sunday. It's going to be like this type of group. This is how they present. There's also another group that presents the different designs of the Philippine stars. During Christmas we have like Christmas stars big like 40 foot. And different colors and vibrant dancing. So there's also another group who's going to do what we call the Sinulog, which is a feast. It's the mother of all festival in the Philippines. Okay. It's usually it's celebrated in the middle part of the Philippines, which is Cebu.
Okay.
And this is they commemorate the little child Jesus, and it starts the street dancing from 9 o'clock in the morning until maybe 11 o'clock in the evening.
Oh, wow.
Non-stop dancing in the street. And these are not only look forward by the locals, but also for other nationalities. They come to the Philippines just to watch, just to dance, and it's a whole day festivities.
Yeah, because like cities in Iloilo, Bacolod,
and other like Cebu, yes,
Yeah.
tourists really flock during that time just to
come.
be like to enjoy and be part of
The street
celebration.
dancing.
Wow.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. It's when I was looking at the amount of festivals that you guys have. Do you ever work? Because it's like
No, because the Philippines has 7,700 islands.
okay. Well, there you
Yeah,
go.
so-
See, now you just educated me again. I did not realize that there were so many.
And that's during high tide.
Yes.
At low tide, it's
Some
12,000.
disappears.
No.
Yeah, low tide it's 7,000 more than.
So like the
That's
three
interesting.
major islands, the Luzon, the Visayas, the Mindanao North, Central, and South, it has their own.
Oh, wow.
So that's why. And
Wow.
each island has a lot of cities in them, and each city has their own.
Okay.
And each city has barrios, each barrio has their own.
Oh, my.
The other festival that will be presented there is Pagoda.
Okay.
Pagoda is like a boat. You know.
Okay.
They're like presenting how they commemorate their thanking for a good harvest.
Okay.
And then the other one is from Luzon as well. Is they call Tagultol.
Fishing.
Tagultol is about fishing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fisherman
it's a festival
festival.
of fishermen.
Well, that's interesting. That,
Yeah.
that those are part of a maritime type history.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that's what we have been celebrating here in Cayman
Yes.
also too, the maritime
Yes,
history.
yes.
Yeah.
And farther north in Baguio, we have the Flower Festival.
They call it Pinagbenga.
Yeah.
Okay.
They will make a float or a design
All
full of
flowers.
flowers.
Just flowers.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
That's interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, but in the real scene, like in Baguio itself, this would be huge.
It's like the
Flowers
Pasadena.
everywhere.
Pasadena in the States.
in the States,
it's
yeah.
the same as like that.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness
yeah.
gracious.
Yeah.
The parade of roses kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So, if I'm understanding right, then this celebration that you're going to be having on Sunday, July the 4th, at the Lions Community Center, and it gets underway at 5 p.m. I notice it only goes until 9 p.m.
Yes.
That's the time that it's scheduled to be on, and we'll see
We
how
will
much
still
fun.
continue eating up to 10 o'clock, 11.
Yeah, I'm sure. That's a tradition that is worldwide. There, every culture has that. The food and fun continues. As
We have a
long
lot
as-
of guests.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, and
Sponsors?
No, the
Or
guest first.
Oh, the
Yeah.
guest first. So I don't have the guest.
okay.
No, but
Yeah.
just to mention also, the program we have a very special portion of the program. We will be having the Festival Queen.
Okay.
Each group will have its own beauties.
Okay.
So they will be wearing the cultural clothes, and it will be judged by. We have good judges, and one of them, the head of the judge is
Dr. Henry Mutu.
Yes,
Ah,
he will be
Yes,
there.
he will be the chairman.
He will be the
Judges.
chairman of the judges.
Okay.
So they will be that. It's not a beauty pageant.
Yes.
So they will just be
It's a
presenting
costume. Yeah. So if I'm understanding correctly, I notice at the bottom of your flyer you have 10 different listings
Festivals,
there.
yeah.
Those are would those be associated with the festival queens that you're speaking
Yes,
about?
yes,
They'll
yes.
be representing
Yes.
each
Yes.
of those. So there'll
Yes.
be
Yeah.
10
Yeah.
different ladies.
Yeah.
And I'm correct in saying it will be ladies.
Mhm.
Yes.
All ladies.
Yes.
But no age bracket.
No.
Yeah.
And just making
Yeah.
sure that I didn't know if it's, you have a male representation and a female representation.
Not
Or
yet. Maybe
female.
next year.
Yeah. Dion's putting his little vote in. Yeah, we're going to have the men up there next year.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's going to be 10 different representations of costume that are going to be judged.
It's not really 10. It's going to be just only 6.
Oh, okay.
Because some of the groups, they merge together
Sure.
because
I don't imagine a lot of work,
Yeah.
right?
And
Because
the 9 o'clock might not be hit,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
like what you said, it's very it takes a lot of time to prepare the
I'm
boots and
sure.
everything. So they said we'll just join force and we'll just
Makes
be one
sense.
group.
Well, I mean,
And yeah.
They're doing it after work. by the way.
Yeah.
So they're not doing it during the work.
Everybody has a lot of time that they have to commit to try and enjoy their life and earn their livelihood. And usually these sorts of things are always done in people's extra time whenever they can find it. And I can appreciate the dedication. I mean, I have been involved in Bada Banul before, and I can appreciate the effort that it takes to prepare costumes, whether it is for your king or queen, or even for all of the individual costumes. It takes a lot of time and a lot of effort, a lot of thought.
Yeah, we're even encouraging them if they can use indigenous materials for the, for their booths and for the queen's outfit
costume.
Yes, we're encouraging them to, but I know it's also difficult to do it. So we give them like all the possibility. It's a freestyle.
Okay.
They can do whatever they want.
Yeah. So finally, I have the list here of our honorable guests.
Okay.
We have invited them, and they have given us positive replies.
Excellent.
From the honorable premier.
Very good.
Wayne Panton, Bernie Bush, Kenneth Bryan, Chris Saunders, and our special guests, Matt Brown, and the judges, Dr. Henry Mutu, Matt Brown, Dr. Kirk Donalds, Dr. Tamika Irons, Dr. Grant Davis, and Woody DaCosta.
Oh my!
Yeah,
you guys have got a full house.
It's going to
that's
be a
why
you
are inviting everyone to come.
Yes,
But let's not also forget that we are doing this thing. Aside from thinking about the festivities, we are doing this for the Cancer Society and for the Alzheimer's and Dementia Association of the Cayman Islands.
So funds raised will be donated to those entities.
Yes,
that's awesome.
And one group also is the Kabanang Pilipino, which is a Filipino group that we also have,
a community chest.
A community chest.
Okay.
Just in case, somebody needs
somebody,
it or sick or
whatever the case.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. That is absolutely awesome.
Most of the proceeds will go to those three groups.
Okay, can we just mention them again? The Cancer Society?
The Cancer Society and the Alzheimer's and Dementia Association of the Cayman Islands.
ADASI?
Yeah, ADASI. So, and the Kabanang Pilipino.
Filipino.
And these funds are coming from our generous sponsors. Yeah. If we can mention them right now.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
So we have Prodigy Jewelry and Repairs, Island Paving, Animal House, Smoothie King, Tortuga Coca-Cola, Wendy's, Proscape Complete Telecom Solutions and Green Turtle, Royal Medical and Wellness Center, Complete Service Group, Dolor Pascual of JD Beauty Salon and Barbers, GH Care Group, RDM Agency, ANG Contractors, Thai House Restaurant, JGR, JA1 Cayman Island Missionary Families of Christ, Foster's, Lions Club of Grand Cayman, the Clarity Entertainment of Dwayne for the sound system, Living Hope Community, Christ the Living God Church, Faith in Christ, the Pusong Pinoy, Vanity Salon, care of Mama Melvin, Auto Spa, Trades Career Development, Wherever KY. She's also sponsoring for our bronze trophy, Lagrada Catherine, Vigoro Anytime Wellness, JCE Pinay Haven of Judy McLean, and the support of our volunteers from Triskelion, Tokogama, Alpha Phi Omega, Philippine Tennis Club, Juliet Hoybia, the PGBI Cayman Islands and Carol, JGR, IIEE, the Institute of Integrated Electrical Engineers. They're a group of local the engineers. So we also have the support of the Indonesian community.
Oh wow!
They're going to be there too.
Okay, well, keep that thought process. We do have to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. And I'm glad to hear that you are not prepared at all to say anything.
A caring and community spirit, cherished family and cultural values. These are some of the things that still embodies the Caymanian way of life in the eastern districts today. Savannah Pharmacy, your neighborhood pharmacy, located in Countryside Shopping Village, is delighted to offer products and services of real value. Whether it's catering to your family's medical needs or carrying apparel, gifts, and beauty products, Savannah Pharmacy provides you with more than just prescriptions. Remember, they're always just around the corner with everything your family needs and convenient opening hours, including Sundays and holidays. Savannah Pharmacy. For more information, call 946-3336.
The HSA Specialist Clinic has relocated to a new, modern, state-of-the-art facility at Smith Road Center to offer you a better patient experience. Receive care from top specialists in chiropractic, complementary and alternative medicine, neurology, ENT, urology, pain management, and more. Our orthopedic and telemedicine clinics remain at the Cayman Islands Hospital campus. Please remember to bring your own face mask when visiting any HSA location. Visit our website, hsa.ky, to learn more. At the HSA, you matter to us.
Want your kids to gain social skills, independence, self-confidence indoors? King's Sports Center Art of Fun Summer Camp is the solution. Make memories, learn new skills and life skills. Activities include basketball, football, dodgeball, arts and crafts, squash, drama, kids aerobics, bowling, and much, much more. King's Sports Center Art of Fun Summer Camp will be held from July 6th through August 6th. July 6th through August 6th. Monday to Friday from 8:30 a.m. until 5 p.m. Camp includes all activities, 1 lunch, and 2 breaks. For more information, call 946-5464 or email kings@candw.ky. Your one-stop facility for fitness, recreation, relaxation.
The West Bay Family Fair has something for everyone. Monday, July 5th, enjoy wholesome family fun with free admission to the inaugural West Bay Family Fair at the Ed Bush Stadium and West Bay Heritage Park. Bring your family and friends and learn how to make silver touch rope, blow a concord, or spin a gig. Local arts and crafts will be on sale, and vendors will offer up the best in traditional foods and treats for the kids. Kids of all ages will have their faces painted and participate in several sporting events with McGee's Adventure Park. But wait, there's more. Don't miss the early morning cycle race, the farmers market, live entertainment, awesome raffle prizes, and find out who will win the beautiful baby contest. Stay for the 2-mile fun run and walk and football tournament showcasing some of West Bay's legends. For more information, email noelw@candw.ky or call 916-2134. West Bay Family Fair, Monday, July 5th, Ed Bush Stadium, starting at 7 a.m. This advert is brought to you by Williams Productions and Radio Cayman.
In Naja Productions, in association with Cash Wiz Cayman, presents Cash Wiz Cayman Kids Got Talent Show at the Line Center on Saturday, July 17. Start the summer right and come out. Support and cheer on our kids as they show off their God-given talent. Showtime 5 p.m. Tickets are available at Cash Wiz Cayman and at the gate. Admission only $15. Part proceeds go to Feed Our Future. So join us on July 17 and experience an evening of talents. Special guest performances by recording artist Rico Rolando.
I wish I still loved you.
Steel Pan solo act Ruby Polita and CKGT 2018 winner magician Joshua Cowell. Cayman Kids Got Talent is sponsored by Cashways, CUC, Health City, Ministry of Financial Services and Commerce, People's Choice Groceries, LED Lighting Engineering and Design, KPMG, Seaport Marine, Butterfield Bank, the #1 shoe shop, K-Cool Ice Cream, CL Construction, Cellular World, Radio Cayman, Breeze FM, and Inaja Productions.
Celebrate Cayman is taking the Cayman Islands Seafarers Registry to local communities every Thursday from 4 to 7 p.m. until 5th August. Come out for a fun, family-friendly evening to learn about the Seafarers Registry, access complimentary health and wellness checks, share seafaring stories in the memory booth, enjoy seafaring-themed activities, socialize with seafarers, and more. The Celebrate Cayman Seafarers Registry Roadshow happening every Thursday from 4 to 7 p.m. until 5th August. Visit celebratecayman.ky for schedule and info.
The Cayman Islands Seafarers Registry, Celebrate Cayman, the Lions Club of Grand Cayman, and the Department of Children and Family Services will be visiting the Northside Civic Center on Thursday, the 9th of July.
Listen to the general public.
Your thoughts are just a telephone call away. 1-800-534-8255.
What the public could say.
Let your voice be heard. And now,
Radio Cayman's Talk Today.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Radio Cayman's Talk Today. Michael McLaughlin sitting in for the vacationing, we presume, Sterling Dwayne Ebanks. Hopefully you're enjoying your time off, sir. And in studio today, we are talking about the Philippine Festival that is coming up on the 4th of July, which is this Sunday. And if you didn't catch it before the break, it was the rap version of Miss Sunny D thanking all of the sponsors. And apparently we missed one. So which one did we miss, Miss Sunny D? Because I know you want to make sure.
Yeah, we have the Quezon Cayman group also, and most especially Miss Sophia Boden.
Okay,
Yeah.
and there was a comment about that during the break just now about Miss Boden. What can you tell us about that, Michelle?
The Bayanihan group actually started. She was the seed of the group.
Okay.
It was during the lockdown.
Yes.
She gave a bunch of groceries to Dion.
Okay.
To Dion's friend, and she said, "Give this to the Filipinos who are
in need.
In need and
Yes.
doesn't have work." So the whole car full of groceries, he dropped it in his place, and he doesn't know what to do.
Oh boy.
A couple of
Where do you
days, he
live?
realized he needs to repack them
Yes.
and distribute it to everyone.
Sure.
And then people keep coming back and asking for, of
Something.
course, more because they
Yes.
don't have. So he come up to an idea that a lot of us have these coins, those pennies that we have. We gather all of them. And we were able to have 1,000 packs of groceries out of those pennies.
Oh,
we were able to send 8 Filipinos tickets to the Philippines, like $2,000 each. And also, have their food packs on, while they're traveling.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Yes,
Because
and
aside from those pennies, other also generous people gave 500, 1,000, 200, 100.
When they know that we're doing that.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's absolutely so. Okay, now you mentioned something just now. It is said, and I hope I pronounce it right this time. I got it right off the air. Bayanihan.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. All right. Not so bad, my God. Okay. So what does that word mean, and what does it represent?
It's a Filipino term that means helping each other.
Okay.
It started by, in the Philippines we have these small huts,
Yes.
small houses.
Okay.
When the owner of that house goes to a different place, they bring the whole house. But the whole family cannot carry it. So you have to call the whole neighborhood to carry the house to a different place. And that's what you call bayanihan. You help each other for a certain or a common good. It's like Caymankind.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
The
And
root
that's-
word bayani means hero. And han meaning
The
an
work
act of
work.
being heroic.
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
my goodness gracious.
Yes.
Well, that's a very eye-opening thought, and we're going to take a quick commercial break with that thought, and we will be back with some more information right after the news right here on Radio Cayman.
Today's biggest news.
Radio Cayman. Your voice, your choice. Local, regional, international. This is Headlines from Radio Cayman's newsroom. Today's biggest news.
With your latest headlines, I'm Felicia Rankin-Solins. Cayman Brac and Little Cayman were officially placed under a tropical storm watch. A tropical storm watch means that tropical storm force winds are possible in the sister islands within 48 hours. Despite the increase in wind speeds, the current forecast track has Elsa moving well north of Cayman Brac and Little Cayman. And at the present time, it is considered unlikely that the islands will experience tropical storm force winds. Despite that, the sister islands should not let down their guard. In international news, a prominent statue of Queen Victoria has been torn down by protesters in Canada as anger grows over the deaths of Indigenous children at residential schools. The protesters cheered at the statue at the legislature in Manitoba's capital, Winnipeg, was toppled on Thursday. A smaller statue of Queen Elizabeth II was also upended nearby. The Boy Scouts of America has reached an $850 million settlement with some 60,000 people over claims of historic sexual abuse. Lawyers say it will be the largest sexual abuse settlement in U.S. history. A U.S. woman who wrongly accused a black teenager of taking her phone at a hotel in New York City last year has been charged with a hate crime. Video footage showed 22-year-old Mia Ponsetto chasing and tackling the 14-year-old after accusing him of theft. Her phone was later found in a taxi. In addition to the charge of unlawful imprisonment as a hate crime, she has been charged with aggravated harassment and endangering the welfare of a child. She has pleaded not guilty. These are your headlines. I'm Felicia Rankin-Solins.
For the latest in news and information,
follow Radio Cayman on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Download the Radio Cayman app or log on to our website, radiocayman.gov.ky.
Listen to the general public.
Your thoughts are just a telephone call away. 1-800-534-8255.
What the public is saying.
Let your voice be heard. And now,
Radio Cayman's Talk Today.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate you joining us here on Radio Cayman's Talk Today. Michael McLaughlin sitting in for Sterling Dwayne Ebanks. And if you're just joining us, we have been talking with Michelle, Dion, and Sunny D about the Philippine Festival that's coming up this Sunday, July the 4th. It begins at 5 p.m. at the Lions Community Center. Now, before we share any other information, now I got to tell you folks, they were sharing with us just before the break about what Bayanihan means. And it's absolutely astounding. But we need to let people know, what do they buy tickets in advance? Do they just pay at the gate? How does this work?
The tickets are, we have $10 tickets, but the entrance to the festival is free.
Okay.
The ticket is for you to have a chance to win the raffle, which is $1,000.
Oh.
And we have also a lot of consolation prizes. Even a TV is given away that night, will be given away that night. But the $10 is also your means of donation.
Right, that goes towards the various charities that you mentioned before, the cancer, the Alzheimer's and dementia group.
Yes.
And the Kabanang
Filipino.
Cabana Filipino.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's your way of donating, but the whole event is free.
It's free.
And you know, in the Philippines, when we have fiestas, the food is free.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, you just come there.
Oh wow!
You
can go to any houses in the Philippines, whether they know you or not. They will give you plate.
Yeah, and there's a funny story about that too, because like in a county, like a barrio, you call it, the mayor or the dignitary, they would go to the house and speak, and then expecting something to eat, but then the next house would pull him to go to our house too. Then the food is like it's the same theme, like water everywhere, but not a drop to drink, because then you would come home hungry despite all the food because of all the spooling. Come to my house, and to speak.
And never actually get to eat.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
The best time really to go is people always wanted to know when is the fiesta of a place.
Okay.
Because before the fiesta, there's a lot of things going on too. There's some singing contest, dance contest, many stuff, many games and everything.
Public dance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We missed that. That's why we're putting the festivals
we're
here.
Bringing the fun here.
But it's not going to be the same as well.
It's just a small scale.
It's never going to be the same. But the fact that it is being represented is very nice.
But you know, one of the thing that you should also look forward at night is not only the feel of the Filipino fiesta, but you get to see the cultural performance of the Philippines.
Yes.
We have that whole night will be cultural dance, singing of Filipino music by the Bayanihan Chorale. We already have the chorale.
Yes.
And we have also the Bayanihan dance crew. They can do modern and they can also do the cultural dance. And aside from that,
I'm excited with their cultural dance, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
You need to see it.
You need to see it.
You need to see it. Really.
You need to see it.
Yeah.
We've been doing this for every night just to the props and all, and
oh wow.
So
one of the props. How many days we finish it? Just one piece? One day, right?
One day.
Just one day. It's just one piece. And it's 4 pieces.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's really like, you can see the artistry. the creativity of the Filipinos also. So if you want to experience that as well, you can. And also we sing.
Yes.
So there
Well,
will
I
be
know
Filipino singers singing, serenading the place.
I have been fortunate enough, I'm going to say, to have been to a few different residences here in Cayman. That there was a representative of your country working for that family.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like singing is second nature to you all.
Yeah.
I mean, and the quality of the voice of the individual, I was astounded. And I was like, I hear it, and I'm like, where is that sound coming from? And this is something that you guys really, really embrace. And it's amazing to me at how well you do. I mean, I've even seen Filipinos on America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
Yes.
The
Very
Voice,
young individuals
X Factor.
with incredible voices. You
Bragging
guys,
aside, me and Dion is with the choral group too.
We're part of it.
Okay,
Yes,
no
yes.
wonder you're so excited about it. Now we know, Dion. Now we
It's
know.
funny because then our musical director say, "Soprano, sing some more. I can't hear you." Because she was just the one singing. Well, we're all just lip singing.
She's also part of the choral group. She's with the soprano.
Okay.
I'm with the bass.
All right.
Yeah, so like what you said, majority of us sing.
Yes.
And we, of course, most of the evening's intermission will be music.
Okay.
So singing, and there will be also dancing,
Okay.
but mostly cultural dance.
Yeah.
Okay. So is it going to be like you have it all time structured? Like there's
Yes.
things happening from
Yes.
X time to X time,
Yeah.
but there's going to be food going on all the time.
All the time.
Okay.
The food is there, the food is out, and
Okay.
each booth will be displaying different kinds of delicacies from each region that they're representing.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So it will be color, and
Yeah.
it's going to be a gastro
Yeah.
thing for everyone.
Extravaganza.
And
of
some
taste.
booths will be giving it
Yeah.
away for free.
Just to mention, the booths are free.
And the
They can
drinks are
sell.
free,
Yes,
courtesy of
from
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola and Tortuga.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
It's for
well,
free.
I'll tell you what, with all of that information, if people are not interested in showing up now, I don't know what could actually draw them there.
That's
It
why
is
I said, please
absolutely
don't
free.
rain.
Yeah. Well, your rain is not going to spoil your fun, my dear.
No.
No way.
No.
Now, look at your name. Sunny
That's
B,
what I
right?
say.
There you
But
go.
that's during the day.
So,
Then
yeah.
I change it at night.
Well, I don't know what you want to change into at night, but your name alone has the sunshine that you need for your event.
Well,
so,
I'm very positive that it's going to be a good night.
Yeah, well,
I
I'm
claim that
sure.
already. So it's going to be, since it's everybody's so excited about it that we're just simple rain is not going to
Don't forget, we will have Sandra Catron too.
You're gonna.
Yes.
So we will have this views from
And
Singapore.
we will also be having those dances. You will see the street dance being performed
In
in
the
the
middle.
of Lion Center.
Not on the stage.
Nice.
In
Yeah,
the,
yeah.
Nice.
We put all the booths aside and some of the
performers.
audience on the side. So the middle, the
Is where
center, is where the party
entertainment-
starts.
Oh,
Yes.
that's fantastic.
Yeah.
6 festivals will be there.
Yeah.
That's
Yes,
fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Every night they are at Lion Center making their booth.
Yeah.
Okay, they're preparing.
Yeah,
They're preparing. Yeah.
Right.
So,
That's
so imagine Batabano 6 times.
Okay.
Batabano.
No.
It sounds
But
like
it's
going
more
to be
of colors
very,
and the drum beatings and the
Yeah.
because that's how we do the music back home.
Sure.
It's more about drums and the percussions, and so it's more about the beats and how these people are going to perform. Yeah.
Naked. No.
No.
Okay, so that microphone now gets cut off. We're not going to be having that microphone on anymore.
But remember, the
But
most
yes.
important thing
Yes.
about this is the help that
Yes.
we will
Yes.
provide the Cayman Islands Cancer Society, because
Yes,
they've been helping a lot of
absolutely.
people. It's not only Filipinos that they help; it's everyone here in
Yes.
Cayman
Yeah.
Islands.
And
I think they're helping about, if I'm not mistaken, about 80 right now.
Okay.
As we talk.
Yeah, I seem to recall a number, something like that.
Yes, and you know that because of the COVID some of the donors have, moved away their funds somewhere else.
Yes.
So now we're trying to help them out again. We've
That's
been helping them. I've been a volunteer of Cancer Society for, I think, 13 years now. That's why I know them by heart.
Yes.
So
That's
I've
fantastic.
attended their thanks thing at the governor's place for 3 times now.
Nice.
The 4th time with Governor Roper, not yet. I don't know when is that going to happen.
By the way, the festival queen will be crowned by Miss Cayman Universe.
Yes, Mariah Tibet. She confirmed she's coming. She's helping out as well.
Man. You done just a little bit of organization here.
No.
Just a little bit, man.
Well, it's like the word bayanihan itself. All of us, we delegate the jobs and everybody's just doing their job because
that's beautiful.
we have a common goal.
Purpose.
We have a common purpose, and we know that it's going to something that's very important, especially at DASI, the Alzheimer's disease.
Yes.
They really are very short of funds.
Yeah, like
and
nothing right
we
now.
really, this is one of the sector that we overlook. These people that have Alzheimer's and dementia, they really need help.
And it's a very difficult thing to deal with.
Yes.
I personally, I have not experienced it, but I am familiar with people whose family members have and are dealing with that situation, and it is a very, very challenging time. And on that somber note, we are going to take a quick break, and we'll just listen to a few commercials, and we'll be right back here on Radio Cayman.
At Subway, we know a meal isn't quite complete without a side, and that's why we're introducing waffle fries. Subway's waffle fries are oven-baked softness with extra crispy edge, giving a satisfying taste to be enjoyed as is or in any of Subway's dipping sauces. Order waffle fries as a side item for $2 or make it a meal deal. Subway, eat fresh. Busy. Feel like there's not just enough hours in the day. Savannah Pharmacy, service to make your life easier. Now you can WhatsApp your prescription order to 929-5045. And pickup is just around the corner with everything your family needs and convenient opening hours including Sundays and holidays. WhatsApp your prescription order to 929-5045. Savannah Pharmacy, wholesome values with modern conveniences.
Did you know that defective airbags can cause serious injury or even death if not repaired immediately? Right now, millions of vehicles around the world are under recall for faulty Takata airbags, and yours could be one of them. At Vant Motors, our priority is to make sure the Toyota or Ford you drive is safe. So we are offering customers a free, fast, and easy airbag swap out if your vehicle was manufactured in 2016 or earlier. Find out if you need to have new airbags installed by emailing your Ford or Toyota vehicle's VIN or vehicle identification number to service@vantmotors.com or stop by Vamp's Service Center or call us at 949-2245. Don't risk it. Get the airbags in your Toyota or Ford checked for free at Vant Motors on Walkers Road.
When I was growing up in Cayman, Sundays was always a big day for our family. Everyone would go to Granny's house for Sunday dinner after church. Even today, I can still smell the aroma of all the delicious food we used to eat, especially the hot, fresh baked bread smothered in butter, topped off with our favorite pan cheese. These days, I don't have enough time to cook and bake, but I do my best to carry on the Sunday tradition of family meals, and being able to get hot, fresh bread with no preservatives or additives from Caribbean Bakery is a big help for me. Shh, don't tell them, they still think I baked it. Caribbean Bakery, now delivering every Sunday to McGrath's grocery store in Eastern Avenue and Marina Drive. Caribbean Bakery, made Cayman fresh.
New stock has just arrived at Super Stitch. Now don't take my word for it, drop by and see for yourself. Fresh off the boat, we have loads of fabric, vinyl upholstery fabric, fabric for cushions, outdoor fabrics, and dress fabric. That's not all. Super Stitch has sewing accessories and craft items. Included in the new shipment, you will find sheets, comforters, throw pillows, bath mats, rugs, and curtains for every room in your home. Super Stitch, 39 Pasadora Place, Smith Road. Still offering the best price in town. Call 949-2833 or go to superstitch.com.ky.
Attention all tourism stipend recipients. Have you completed the mandatory stipend survey? This survey is required for all recipients and must be completed by this Friday, 2nd July 2021. Visit stipend.ourcayman.ky today to complete the short survey. Remember, it is mandatory, so visit stipend.ourcayman.ky today. Any questions? Email the tourism stipend team at stipend@caymanislands.ky.
Listen to the general public.
Your thoughts are just a telephone call away. 1-800-534-8255.
What the public is saying.
Let your voice be heard. And now,
Radio Cayman's Talk Today.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is Radio Cayman's Talk Today. I am Michael McLaughlin, filling in for Sterling Dwayne Ebanks. And if you're just joining us, we are talking about in studio the spring festival. Is it a spring festival? That's what I have here. Is it a spring? It's not a spring festival. All season festival, the Philippine Festival, happening this Sunday, July the 4th, at the Lions Community Center, and it's all being brought to you by the Cayman Bayanihan. Is that right?
Yes.
Doesn't seem right. Anyway, Bayanihan community that have brought this all together so that you can come out and truly experience the Filipino culture and food, the dance, the music, and it is free admission. You just got to show up there at the Lions Center to be completely entertained. There will be lots of food and entertainment. We do have a little side note that some vendors there will be charging a fee for the food that they have, but you do need to know that all monies raised will go towards assisting the Cancer Society, the Alzheimer and Dementia Society, and the Cabana Filipino. Is that correct?
Cabana Filipino. Yeah,
yes,
that's good.
Cabana Filipino.
Yeah.
That's where the funds will be going to assist these very worthy causes. And I believe that our in-house rapper, Miss Sunny D, is going to share with us some of the vendors that will be having food on sale.
Yeah, the vendors who are going to sell are Sweet Crumbs, TB, W. Cayman, CNC Grab and Go, Mr. and Mrs. Hakaban, JCE, Pinay Heaven, and this lady, the last one it's not food, it's just some stuff. And the TBW are beauty products.
Okay.
You don't eat them.
Okay, you don't eat beauty products.
No.
Well, they say you are what you eat, so in some way, yeah, what you eat is part of your beauty, right? Okay.
And we're still accepting sponsorships right now.
Okay,
Still
excellent.
accepting, because in fact, just today someone called me. They said they're gonna be part of the bronze sponsor, so we're waiting for them. And thank you very much for that.
So in light of that, if you're still accepting sponsorship, how would a sponsor get a hold of you to become a part of this cause?
Okay. We have a website actually. It's www.caymanbayanihan.com.
Okay, and for those of you listening, that's Cayman, BAYANIHAN.com.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And also we have a Facebook page. It's Cayman Bayanihan Filipino Community.
Okay.
They can also send a message there.
Okay.
Or they can call us directly. My number is 917-6482.
And my number is 916-2290.
And mine is unlisted.
Okay. All right. Well, we certainly have shared some wonderful information with folks today, and it sounds like it is going to be a fantastic event that everybody can look forward to. And let's really hope that our weather works in your favor as Miss Sunny D breathes a big sigh here.
She will bring the sun.
Yeah, I'm sure she will. I'm sure she will. But it sounds like it's going to be a fantastic event and something that folks who are looking for anything to do this Sunday, and you've got Monday to recuperate because Monday is a holiday. So therefore, you've got an opportunity to come out and really experience the Philippine culture that is alive here in Cayman. I'm still astounded by what you were saying, how much you managed to accomplish by pooling resources of pennies and loose change that people had.
Even before December last year, during November, we had a big garage sale because we were helping. We just had a big typhoon in the Philippines, so we need to help that. And when that happened, there was also this hurricane that hits Honduras and Nicaragua. So the proceeds for that garage sale, we divided into 3.
Nice.
To the Philippines, to Honduras, and to Nicaragua.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome, guys.
And the leftovers were put into Red Cross.
We packed all the old clothes. Some are sent also to Nicaragua, and some we brought it to the Red Cross, so it can go and help other people.
That's fantastic. That's beautiful. I mean, as you guys made the comment, the Bayanihan movement is much akin to the Cayman kind, where you reach out and through community you offer support and you offer help. And you offer assistance and just really extend a helping hand.
Just to make mention, yes, it's Cayman kind, and also the person that really, provide us the very first fund to start us to roll this community is Mr. David Ebanks.
Okay.
He gave us a good donation that we were able to really put food on the table of those Filipinos that doesn't have work. And not only Filipinos, because whoever is in that place where they send the food, we give them food packs.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's fantastic. I think that's really commendable to Mr. Ebanks for extending that.
And if you go to his jewelry store, if you buy something, part of that sale goes to a donation to our community.
Okay, very nice.
Yes.
Very nice. Well, that's
we call him the biggest heart in Cayman Islands.
Oh, really?
We call him our big brother.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's very nice. And I think it's wonderful that he has chosen to provide you with that support and get you going, because obviously you are doing much good. Not just for the Philippine community, but as you just mentioned, for others who are in need, and even to the Cancer Society and the Alzheimer and Dementia Society too, as you continue to raise funds and reminding folks as you attend this Sunday that your ticket will give you an opportunity to win something in the raffle.
It might be a dinner at Papagalo.
Oh my goodness gracious.
We have those gift certificates also.
Wow.
Yeah, from Foster's as well.
Foster's also.
So. And Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
And it's free Wi-Fi.
Free.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
being sponsored by Green Turtle.
Green Telecom Solution.
Excellent. Yes. So there won't be any shortage of you making your FaceTime calls or getting on your social media and sharing.
It's a colorful night, so it's really a night good for Instagram and Facebooking, and you're in. Most of us are in our cultural clothes.
It would be live streamed by One Sports Cayman.
Really?
Yes.
Check you guys out, man. This is fantastic.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, you're certainly making it very available to everyone. And even for those who choose not to attend, I think they're going to get a taste of it in any case, because it'll be shared via the social media platforms to everywhere and anywhere, because the World Wide Web takes you there.
So we're inviting our fellow OFWs in Little Cayman, Cayman Brac.
They can watch online.
Yes, of course. Yeah. So Sister Islands, Cayman Brac, and Little Cayman.
You will be surprised. People from the Sister Islands, the Filipinos there, are all still buying tickets too.
To come over?
Or just to support?
Yeah, because you don't need to be there to win.
No, that's fantastic. That is absolutely awesome. And Go ahead.
When we
Dion.
had in December the extravaganza, Cayman Marl was live for 4 hours.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
And I think she garnered like
17.
17,000 views on that night.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And she enjoyed it, and you
Yeah.
know, and she spread everything out. And the other thing that we did recently was a health fair.
Okay.
Because we were talking about helping people. The health fair happened at the Westin.
Okay.
We were able to.
Sorry, so this is also put on by you, the Cayman.
Yeah.
by
Yes.
Wow, that's
It's about helping the local
guys.
community.
That's
We invited everyone to
fantastic.
come, and we were here to invite them too.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
It's the very first health fair in the island, and
Yes. It's
we
sponsored
were
by the
able
Filipinos,
to
yeah.
bring in, chiropractors, doctors that look after women's health,
Yes. Yeah.
men's health.
Yeah.
Check. We provide free checkup for sugar, cholesterol. So
very nice.
Yeah.
It's our way of giving back
To the community.
to the community.
Wow.
Yeah.
So everything also that day is free.
Yeah.
Sponsored by
Yeah.
Royal
Royal
Medical.
Medical.
Royal
I was
Medical
gonna
doctors
say,
were all
Dr.
there.
Kirk Donald.
Okay.
Sir
Yeah.
Kirk Donald.
That was
Yeah.
the sole sponsor for
Yes.
that event.
Yes.
So
Oh
we
my
have their
goodness.
doctors, Dr. Tamika Ayers, Dr. Grant Davis,
And this is our rapper.
Dr.
Go ahead.
Reho Booth was also there to
Yeah,
do
to
the
assist, yeah.
the therapies and
Yeah.
It was well attended, you know.
I'm sure it was.
Yeah, it was well attended.
Again, you
Yeah.
said it was a free event.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yes.
So
And
you know.
just not last month. Last May we also had our cleanup at the Barkers Beach.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we cleaned
It
up.
was well attended.
It's also
Yeah, very,
and
very.
that's together with the Animal House.
Okay.
Yeah. Courtesy of Mr. Barry Bodden.
Yes.
See, there's always
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
though. I am so pleased to hear that you're getting that sort of support towards the drive that you have to truly help in society and community. Often that's what's spoken about on this show is being able to try and help each other in the
Yes.
community. So I really want to say thank you so much, guys, for all that you have done, what you're doing, and I'm sure what you have yet planned to
Yeah.
put on to
We-
continue to help society.
There's still some things bigger to come.
I'm sure
because the
there
more people
are.
that joins us,
Mhm.
the
The
more
more you
things
can
are
do.
Oh my God, I'm telling
That's
you.
fantastic.
Yeah.
That's really fantastic.
Just maybe a gist. The ASEAN, different
Yeah.
ASEAN countries already touch base with
the
us.
Association of Southeast Asian Nation.
Okay.
ASEAN.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the groups of the Indonesians, the Malaysians, the
Thai.
Singaporeans, the Thai,
All
the
those
Filipinos.
Asian nations.
They wanted
we
us to
might
join
have an
together like a
event
family
again.
day.
Wow, that sounds interesting.
It's in the,
oh my
in-
goodness.
It's cooking.
Yeah, well, I kind of figured that was going to be a part of it. Still. But
Yes.
okay. All right. Well, I want to say a huge thank you, guys. I really appreciate you coming in today and sharing all this information. And again, I think it's wonderful that you're offering this support through the donations of those who attend the event and buy the tickets to be a part of the raffle that will offer assistance to the Cancer Society, the Alzheimer's and Dementia Society, and the Cabana Filipino to continue to assist your fellow members. And reminding folks, it is this Sunday, July the 4th, at the Lions Community Center. Gets underway at 5 p.m. Lots of food, festivities, and sure to be fun, no doubt about it. Thanks again for coming in today. We do appreciate it.
Entrance is free.
And it's free to come in, so there's nothing prohibiting you from going out there and really taking this all in. Want to thank you folks for joining us today on Cayman Talk Today. Here on Radio Cayman, I'm Michael McLaughlin. I hope you will stick around and enjoy the rest of the entertainment that we have to offer you here, and tune in again next week when we continue to keep you abreast of all information. Also reminding you to stay tuned to Radio Cayman for all the updates on Hurricane Elsa, and we will bring those to you as often as possible. Thank you again, and have a good afternoon.
Talk Today is brought to you by Subway, open 24 hours in Countryside, Anderson Square in Georgetown, and Centennial Towers in West Bay. And by the Ministry of District Administration, Tourism and Transport. Explore your history, explore your land, explore your sister islands. And Savannah Pharmacy in Countryside Shopping Village, convenient opening hours including Sundays and holidays. And Royal Fidelity Bank and Trust, money at work.